eccentric, so the scene is disruptive in that way, right? I mean,
I'd like to think so. I hope so. The scene is, I work at the Nashville Scene, which is an alternative weekly newspaper that's been around since 1989. Existed in a different form before that, but was purchased and sort of modeled after your Village Voices, LA Weeklies, those sort of, alternatives to daily news and to mainstream and to commercial news sources. It's funny that you say Jason, you say the more than just country music line, because I've probably edited that out of more leads than any other phrase.
I got an idea for a story.
It's more that I even actually wrote a piece specifically about that phrase for a different publication once.
Yeah.
But
and then I write for you, and I'm like, no, I want to talk about country music.
Yeah,
Let's go all the way in.
You know
Like,
what?
let's go hard. Yeah.
But at the Scene for a long time, sort of what we tried to do, and what we still try to do, is talk about what exists outside of that commercial engine of country music, and not just arts, but what we're Alt Weeklies kind of historically are a small, but we like to think mighty crew, and it's where we can put the spotlight. We can't cover everything every day, but we try to focus on telling stories about musicians that operate outside of the country music infrastructure, or stories that aren't being told in parts of town. The creation of I-40, completely disrupting North Nashville and the Black community there, and people all the time. There's a mural, of course we're a town full of murals, there's a mural across the street from my office that has Jimi Hendrix on it, and people are like, what connection does Jimi Hendrix have to Nashville? It's an enormous connection to Nashville. He played here in clubs in the 60s, and so what we've tried to do historically is just try to tell those stories.
There's so much more to explore, and we want you to join us on The Good Road.
For more in-depth content, meet us on the internet at thegoodroad.tv.
Hear more great stories, connect to organizations, and make sure you download our podcast, Philanthropology.